Welcome everybody to another edition. It's episode 25 of the Sepsiss Show. Music, art, culture, technology, social media, and more.
You didn't say meteors.
Gotta switch it up sometimes.
Oh.
If you guys didn't know, we normally host the show live on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
If you're new to this program, this is a program, a live stream, really that we've been doing for years because it's a compilation of our very best live streams and programs that we've done over the years, like the Honeycomb Hideout, Swarm TV, and love it or hate it, William versus the World.
Yeah.
This show is probably a compilation of, I think, the best of what we've done in those past presentations. This show is about music. We do cover stories in current events. Some serious, some wacky internet stories. We do focus on some cultural topics and ideas, technology, gadgets. We still do some music industry education, and we also do social meteors. Are you happy? I aim to please. If you didn't know, my co-host and keyboard player is Lexi Swarm.
Hello.
She's been here for the duration.
I'm here.
And we've been doing these podcasts for well over 5 years.
Wow, 5 years.
For sure. Yep.
Wow, I didn't think we hit it yet.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. It's a
Yeah.
long time.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, the first...
Wow.
Yeah. I wasn't the first streamer. I didn't make this stuff. You and Melissa really had the first stream on our channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost said the Sepsiss Show.
Swarm TV.
Yeah, the Swarm TV. Yeah.
Did you forget?
No, I didn't forget.
Okay.
I was reading what's on the monitor, and I was saying something different.
I mean, you've grown up here. You've been the merch girl. Of course, you scream in the band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If people don't know about that, they should listen to songs that you're on, like Bathwater, The Game. You're on the song Play the Game. You and I both scream on that. And also, you did some scream work on No Kings. And you did some new vocal work that we haven't heard from you in the past.
Yeah, a couple different things.
What would you call that? Shouting? Are you the band yeller? That's like yelling and shouting.
Yeah, I'd say the band cheerleader.
Hype. You're the
hype woman.
You're the hype woman.
I'm the hype woman. I love that.
No, it's good.
I love hype women and hype men. So
it's very
I'm
cool.
very happy to be one.
You got something going on there?
I have a piece of hair.
Oh, okay. I have hair too. It's in dreadlocks.
Okay, I think I got it too.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to be wrestling with that on stage. You're up there trying to do vocals, it's tickling your cheek.
Right, it's like, I thought we set this up, and it wasn't there.
You can never cross enough T's.
You really can't, no.
Everybody, welcome to the show. If you're a first timer, and I doubt that, we are a hard rock and heavy metal band out of the city of Manchester in the great state of New Hampshire in New England. We are a metal band. Sometimes people get us twisted and confused with what subgenre. If you have your idea of what best subgenre fits this band, go ahead and put it into the comments. You're also welcome to plead the Fifth Amendment. But we're from Manchester. We are activists. We are speakers. We are educators. We are podcasters, streamers. Some of us are creators. models, composers, actors, actresses. We're a variety band, but we're not just a band. We cover the topics and conversations and challenges other promoters and musicians in the industry, local, regionally, and nationally. To translate, we bring up the topics that scare the shit out of everybody else. We talk about the stuff that people avoid talking about in the music industry, and that's exactly why we do this show. All right. I just want to talk quickly because we are talking so much about booking. I don't have any sepsis news. Do you have any sepsis news? This would be the Swarm TV portion.
I don't.
No, I don't either.
I don't. Because we already did it last weekend.
Yeah. And no news is good news. I guess what I'm saying is last weekend it went off without a hitch. Shout out to all the bands. And really, all the people that came out both nights. First shows of the year can sometimes be a terrifying experience if you don't have all the things together. And major props to our lovely guitarist Hot Sauce for squaring away that box. And I know that sounds dirty, but I'm telling you, without us having a side mixer on stage, it just gets confusing. So way to make a seamless weekend into a lot of fun. I really needed it. I feel like we had cabin fever. I missed being on stage. It's like seeing everybody was great. Rob and his wife and Rich and just everybody. Really everybody. I don't want to like start leaving people out. You know how that is. But special props to Awaiting Abigail for pulling the weekend and the flights and coming down. We had a lot of fun hanging out with them. And if you ever wondered if they were cool people in person, if you ever wondered if they were sweet or generous or kind, they really are. They really are. I know a lot of people might see them on Facebook, or you hear their amazing music. You see them on the big stages rocking out. But if you meet Awaiting Abigail, all of them are really nice and kind and down to earth, sweet, lovely, awesome people, team players, and really fun to work with. So shout out to them for kicking ass in New England. About shows and booking shows. We do play a lot of benefits and we do play a lot of charities. If you guys don't know what that's about, it means we play for free. It's kind of like being like lawyers have pro bono. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but some lawyers are at a standard. They have to do a certain amount of pro bono work, meaning like it's almost like community service. I'm translating here. So there's a lot of community service that local and regional bands will do. Lexi, you know this?
Yes.
Hello, guys. If you didn't realize it, local and regional bands, we play for free a lot. Oh,
it is pro bono work.
Right. Cat's out of the bag. If you guys didn't know, if you were living under a rock, or you were role playing, cat's out of the bag. Local musicians, regional musicians, we play for nearly nothing or for free a lot of the time.
That's how it is.
Right. It's not, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. There's different levels of charity that artists and entertainers we really take pride in doing. However, it's not a qualification for being a musician. I want to make it clear.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And I also want to say, Sepsiss, I don't know if your band plays free shows, but Sepsiss plays a handful of benefits and charities, but we don't professionally or traditionally at a standard, we don't book shows for free. Sometimes they're door negotiations with an understanding, okay? And sometimes there are circumstances, though it may be rare, that local bands at our size, regional bands at our size, do get guarantees. So folks that say that that's unheard of, or they tell you that it's a practice that doesn't exist, they're lying to you. Because well over 70% of the time you see us on stage, we are playing for a guarantee. That's a fact.
Absolutely.
And there are only a very small handful of promoters and charities and benefits that we can install ourselves in each season. I mean that responsibly. If we could just play free shows and hang out all the time, we would. We couldn't do that responsibly and, I don't know, afford dinner. Yeah. So we have to. I'm not saying it's not a moral measurement. Okay? We could be morally bankrupt on this thing. The fact of the matter is it still takes gas money to get up the street. You feel me? So there are a handful of charities. Actually, Bravo Fest is one that we love to do.
Yeah.
Because we know that it generates money for the veterans, and that's something that we can get behind. For instance.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, those aren't things that we like to shoot our mouth off of. Okay. With that being said,
a great example, honestly.
Right. Without saying, "Hey, look at me, look at me."
Yeah.
I think it's unattractive for us, for me. Speaking for myself, I don't feel attractive by saying, "Look at Sepsiss. Look at how much we play for free. Look at how much we do charities. Look at how much pro bono work we do." Because then we're set out to measure it. Like, am I saying that because I'm clout chasing? Or am I pointing out that bands play a lot of free shows? In translation, we've played enough free shows this year to get paid fairly when we want it. I mention right. I because this is a professional conversation. I mention that we do a handful of charity shows. We negotiate a handful of benefit shows, and we do so with the groups that we can monitor and measure, and we can follow along with the data and ask to see the books at any time. No one's going to cook the books. We can see that if we do a show and somebody raises $500 for the vets, we can see the paper trail. We can see the receipts. We can see the screenshots. We can see our real world work being done. So there are those circumstances that we love to book under. And me mentioning that means that we've qualified, we've paid our dues in terms of charity, and we plan and would love to do more under clear circumstances, which means that we're not required to play shows or get booked for shows for free.
That part.
That is why there are a handful of shows that people will book with us that you see us playing. That's why a lot of those shows are guarantees. They are negotiated, or they are paying shows. The reason why Sepsiss gets paid to play music on stage is because we already do a handful of professional quality charities, benefits, and free shows already, which means we've already paid our dues, and we're no longer required, we're no longer to expected just to play for free, because we've already worked and we've already installed those types of shows into our set, into our schedule, into our calendar year. Woo!
Yeah, that whole part.
That's why we feel justified to ask for fair payment. We work in and install charities and benefits each calendar season, which is why we feel professionally accountable and responsible for asking and maintaining fair treatment and fair payment. Right. So
see,
when you
feels better.
When you hire, I don't know how you hire other bands. I'm not sure how your band books shows or negotiates. I don't know how the music industry does it. I know how we do it. And when you book a show with Sepsiss, you're not booking our Facebook page.
That needs to be boldfaced and underlined.
when you book a show with our band, you're not booking with my fans and audience members. You're not booking with my Facebook and Instagram followers. When you book a show with Sepsiss, you're not booking a popularity contest. No, I know what you're thinking. There are some large bands out there that come with an installed audience. Book them if that's the way that they book. I'm not standing in your way from booking bands that have and promote and market an installed audience. If a band markets themselves with their Facebook followers, go book that band. We don't book shows via social media metrics. When you book a show with us, you book with the peace of mind that there will be a professional presentation, that there is high quality and high resolution music, that our lyrics, our presentation, our choreography matches the volume and the energy of our promotion and marketing ad mat, our ad material. We are promising and guaranteeing that the people that you see on the flyer are the same human beings that are going to walk through the door, and they're going to play the same music. They're going to generate they're going to have generated human music on the stage that matches the quality and performance of the people that we market on the flyers and on the CDs. That's what you're booking.
Quality.
And then together, us, the venue owner, the promoters, and all of the people that are involved in the mutual goal of acquiring and maintaining attendance and draw, all of us together will mutually participate in a way that is best fit for the safety and the production and high quality value of each particular performance. That's what you're paying for. And I'm going to tell you why. Because in New England, and this is something New England promoters need to snap out of it, there is no way you can pocket check bands coming through the door. And I'm going to tell you why. Stop, promoters in New England, stop trying to ticket and pocket check musicians and bands for ticket sales.
Unacceptable.
And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, there is no way to verify who the fans are coming to see, because unless you've been living under a rock, it's foolish to pressure the fans into picking and choosing their favorite bands in New England, because the audience members and the fans of the bands in New England are fans of all the bands in New England. So when you see fans at a New England metal or rock and roll show, they're not there for one band or two band. So you can't pressure the ticket goer to choose and verify who they bought tickets for. You can't call it community if you're creating an inside circle from an outside circle. That's a popularity contest, that's a game show, that's something else, and that's fine. But it's not community.
100%.
If you're going to ask the bands how many tickets they sold, then the bands should be able to pocket check the bartenders and ask them how much booze they sold.
And the venue owner,
if
booking agent,
if the booking agent and the venue are going to pocket check the artists and bands and be all paranoid about how many tickets they sold, how many tickets the band sold, then the bands should be just as concerned. on how many tickets the venue and the promoter sold mutually. If you got 4 bands on a bill and each band is supposed to bring 25 people, then how many people did the bartender bring to drink booze? How many people did the promoter and the venue bring in? It shouldn't just be the bands that are expected to have an installed audience and draw. I don't think bands ever walk in bars and just expect their Facebook followers to go up. You see what I'm saying?
That thought has come and gone since after the pandemic.
You see what you feel what I'm saying? Like,
for real.
You know, so something to think about out here, New England. Let's get to the stories. Do you have anything to say about that? Because I know in the past we've dealt with that sort of thing.
And the promoters,
I'm not mad.
Promoters that book the bands also need to put their foot down too and protect them in situations like that.
Thank you.
You shouldn't just let the venue manager or whoever be able to walk all over and pocket check people without the booking agent that booked all those bands protecting the bands that they book from being ripped off like that.
Right.
Or being harassed like that. That's not cool.
Promoters, if you're not going to protect your bands from predatory venues, then don't book them. If you ain't got the nuts to protect the bands you're booking from predatory talent buyers, then don't book the bands.
Buy your own venue at that point.
Like, if the mentality, it's a mentality. Check this out. Like, when bands walk into a bar, okay, it's expected that if nobody shows up, the bar, the venue owner, and the promoter will say, oh, nobody showed up. Bands, you'll have to treat it like a charity. So bars will make the claim that if nobody showed up, or there wasn't enough attendance for the night, or they didn't reach a certain metric or quota, then the bands are expected to treat it like a charity. But when the bands don't draw or have an expected or predictable audience that the venue was expected, the bands should just tell the venues, shut the fuck up and treat it like a charity. Treat it like it's karaoke, pussy.
100%.
So if the bands are expected to treat it like a charity when they don't get an audience, then the bands should absolutely tell the bars to treat it like a charity when there's empty seats. If the band's mentality going into the building is expected to be, well, man, if we don't get anybody in here tonight, we're not getting paid, then that should be the same mentality that the fucking bar has. And when the bar tries to pocket check, when the bar or venue tries to pocket check bands going out to the parking lot, if the bar starts checking bands, or if staff that are working at the venue start harassing or pressuring bands, asking them how many tickets they sold, the bands should tell them to sit on it and rotate and treat it like a charity. Because that's the mutual expectation. Why should the measurement, why should some people be able to dial in deeper expectations than other partners in the show? All the partners in the show should be treated fairly and should be treated as mutual partners. The bands should not be on the low end of the totem pole when it comes to negotiating, because bands don't need negotiators. Bands don't even need bars or venues. Bands don't need booking agents. Bands don't need social media. Bands don't need managers. Bands don't need advertisers, as long as they learn how to do it themselves. But you know what? Advertisers need bands.
Venue places need bands.
Keep going. Churches need bands. Commercials need bands. Music. What are you talking about? When you get in the elevator, they need musicians and bands to take you to the 30th floor.
If you're a venue person and your mentality is, I'm going to get this place so that bands can stuff this place and I don't have to lift a finger, if that's your mentality, you need to get out of this.
You're
This
in
is
the
a
wrong.
different business. This is not a gift shop. This is not a deli. This is not a fast food restaurant. This is entertainment business. It's a completely different business than a restaurant. This is a
Gangsta.
completely different business than a CD store.
Right.
Even. It's a completely different business. And if you don't know how to do entertainment business, then you either need to stop and get educated,
Right,
which
take some
is
time.
little to no education, but still get educated
Right.
and change the way things are being done here and get out of the mentality that you're a venue owner and everyone has to pack the place up for you. No. If you're the venue owner and you want so bad to have your venue be the best in the fucking region that Metallica can fucking go there, then you need to get up off your butt and you need to go get people in the place. You need to bring in more than what you're expecting the bands to bring in. If you really want it to be that successful, you need to do the work just like the bands. You need to invest. You need to get out there and make connections and do business.
And if the idea of whoever has the biggest guns, meaning audience, whoever has the big audience has the talking power, then that's the bands, guys. If we're all waiting around for bands to draw, that
Pay more.
that translates into it's easy to measure who has the value. So what this comes down to is artists learning about human trafficking. Artists need to learn that the music industry is an industry not about music, a music industry where you need to understand the law, you need to understand technology, and you need to understand accounting. Do you understand? So now, I don't give a fuck if you're a big bad venue owner, okay, or you're the promoter of the year. You traveled with Motley Crue back in '88. Go fuck yourself. Times have changed. Today, the music industry is a tech industry. It's an accounting industry. And it's a legal and law litigation industry. I gotcha. Oh, I gotcha now.
And also times have changed. A lot of bands are using said technology
Yes.
to learn how to do things themselves.
That's my point.
So when you're ripping them off,
Right.
we know that you're ripping them
Right,
off.
and we're also going to tell all of our fans, too.
We're going to leave a review.
You may not know, but we already know, and we're telling everybody on this program that the music industry is about middlemen, and we'll cut you fuckers off.
And leave a review.
It's all about bad middlemen walking into a musician's life and telling him that he needs to be on the radio or he's not a real musician, or that he needs to pack your club.
Nope.
Are you sure about that? Because we can start doing house parties around here and keep all the bread. Tell me that I can't book at your club and I'll start doing house parties and keep all the money, New England. Don't do it.
I mean, we do teach you guys this lesson, Swarmy Fest, every year. Do you guys like to keep forgetting this?
We showed everybody the blueprint. It's just you guys keep ignoring it. It doesn't matter to me one way or another.
We're just going to keep doing Swarmy Fest, but
Right.
I'm just saying.
One way or another. Try to teach you guys that the music industry is a hacked industry of scams, games, casinos, gambling, and middlemen. And I'm going to prove it right now.
This first story.
If this thing doesn't break, oh my goodness. We're getting to it, I know. It's tough.
Speaking of technology.
Yeah. There it is. We got it.
Here we go. Look at your screen.
It's worth being patient. Okay. Kelly Clarkson got real about what really happened after she won American Idol. And it's kind of shocking. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's not shocking. The music industry is one where talent buyers and really non-original people get great ideas from poor, dreamy, desperate inventors.
Mm-hmm. That part.
People with no talent at all finding the most talented people that have no money and that are poor and that are desperate and willing to fall for games and casinos. Excuse me. So the music industry is a game. It's gamed. It's built on metrics and robots and computer video games and, like Spotify and, all the karaoke gadgets and jukeboxes, and you guys get it. iPods and players and fucking, So the music industry isn't about songs and music and poetry and any of that sort of thing. The American music industry is about stealing and remixing and playing with paperwork and tricking people who don't know the language of the law. Kelly Clarkson got real about what really happened after she won American Idol, and it's kind of shocking if you don't know the music industry. If you don't know what happened to early African American music, if you don't know what happened in the early creation of Billboard, if you don't understand where Billboard comes from, it's hard to understand what the music industry is. You guys see all these awards behind me and stuff like that. Okay? Look at the awards behind me. I got all kinds of awards behind me, multiple awards, musical awards. And I can tell you that no award that I've ever won is because somebody liked my music.
That part.
Sepsiss is a multi-award winning hard rock and heavy metal act of a 6-state region. And I'm probably one of the worst guitar players out here. I have never, ever won any of these awards because I make better music than other bands. Because I write tighter riffs. No one cares about my music. I didn't win any awards for music. We won the awards like any other trophy by playing the game. And people, if they understand the game is gambling. And people, when they gamble because they think they have a chance at winning. And people will never gamble for something that they don't think they can win. So people put a little money down on something and feel like they're committed to something when they should walk right out of the casino. And that's why all the musicians are broke. You see? Because the system is designed to benefit the biggest cheaters. You see? Kelly Clarkson won. Kelly Clarkson got real about what really happened after she won. I just want to share a little bit with this. Look at all this fucking massive stuff. Of course, Kelly Clarkson won the first season of American Idol back in 2002, but she allegedly never received the prizes that she was promised, okay? There she is there. The revelation arrived during a recent episode of the Kelly Clarkson Show, when Miss Kelly O herself grilled the Traders Rob, I don't know who that person is, about the $220,000 prize that she was supposed to win after taking home the reality TV gold. Check it out, y'all. So you're 220 richer now, Kelly asked, to which Rob replied, they still haven't paid me. Keep an eye on that, y'all. You know what? Related to this is so hard. She related to this. Kelly said, quote, I literally was on the show and they were like, oh, you win $1 million or whatever. No, you didn't. It was like $1 million worth of investment. Okay? This is the music industry, yo. She goes on to say, and then they say you get a car. And I needed it because my car was bashed in and I couldn't afford the deductible, she continued before exclaiming, no, I did not get a car. Yo.
Come on, y'all.
Yo, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Now look, I'll tell you that the music industry is a scam and that it's a game show. The very top tier of the music industry is a game. And I'll show you guys something like Kelly Clarkson admitting to you that she was promised $250,000, $1 million. And they promised her that she would get a car for winning, what was it, American Idol?
Yeah, American Idol.
I never watched. Have you ever watched it?
I have, yeah.
Did you see the Kelly Clarkson stuff? Or
I was too young for Kelly Clarkson's era. I started watching when Daughtry came about.
I remember him. I remember him too.
I watched.
Did he win? He didn't win.
He either got first or second.
No. Some like the guys that don't win usually have better careers.
Yeah.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah. So it's like they both kind of win, except one gets more than the other.
It's a strange phenomenon.
It's a weird flip at that point, but yeah.
Yes. You were really mad there for a second at the venue, people. Are you okay? You were ready to kick some ass.
Yeah. Because I hate when they do that shit.
I know. I was just let you decompress for a second. You look like you're going to fuck somebody up.
I am, because I'm in a band now, so it's like,
yeah, no.
I got some extra, like.
I noticed you have your Awaiting Abigail t-shirt on.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
I love it.
You're so spoiled. Oh, that's nice.
Whoever did this design.
It's me. I did it.
You did it?
No, I'm just kidding.
You killed it.
I'm just kidding.
It. Oh, I was going
to say,
whoever did it.
I didn't do anything. I just know, like, it's easy to do that on the internet.
Yeah.
Just claim it.
Whoever did that.
Yeah, I did it.
Did a great job.
I did it before.
Really pretty.
It is. And it's not cheap either. If anybody wanted to know, it's not like cheap ink or anything.
It reminds me of Harley Quinn.
I know everybody's wondering if that's that plasticky shit. It's not.
No, this is like real ink.
No, that's good. Do you want to read the next story?
Yeah.
I feel like it's right up your alley. And I mean that in the nicest way.
Wait, this one?
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll see.
This looked like an advertisement.
Oh, no. Here we go, y'all.
I was like, where's the story?
Yeah, I don't know about this up top. Not everybody look at the screen. It's this one right here.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Well, everybody, this is great. Massachusetts spent $56.6 million on OnlyFans in 2025.
Two things I want to say here. One, New England is horny. And two, New England is not cheap with the girls.
Woo! We like the girls.
Melissa, you got to see this. You'll see it later.
We like the girls.
We like the guys too, but we like the girls.
We like the girls.
All right, take it away.
Do you want this?
Do you want this bigger? You got it. I'm gonna blow it up real quick.
I have to squint.
It's all right. We got it. Boop.
Okay.
Is that good? You want one more?
One more.
Bump. Boop.
Oh, perfect.
There you go.
Okay, here we go.
Let's do it.
Boston residents spend thousands of dollars on subscriptions every year, but more on some than others. According to the company's OnlyFans Wrapped 2025 analysts, Boston users spent $14 million on the platform over the year, which is roughly $39,000 every day.
I just want to say to all the people that was talking shit about me when I was growing up, that I was in the wrong business and that I was going to be a failure, that being a musician and a sex worker was a failed industry, that I was a piece of shit and evil, and that all my ideas were terrible and going nowhere. Go fuck yourself and read them and weep.
Numbers don't lie.
Told you.
The spending places Boston 16th out of 167 U.S. cities analyzed for per capita OnlyFans spending, and 13th globally,
Bingo.
underscoring what the report describes as the city's outsized appetite for digital subscription content.
Right. So all you prudes, go fuck yourself.
Seriously.
All you people that laughed at us, all you people out there that thought it was funny. This is why music is not our first industry. Ha ha, joke's on you.
You think you know us because you see us on a screen.
See, and like all of that Bible thumping bullshit and all that running your fucking mouth and telling everybody what they can do and who they own and what people can think and do with their body parts. Look at where it's got you, motherfuckers.
Look, Boston 13th globally for OnlyFans.
So my advice to all of you out there is next time you think that it's demeaning for people to go online and have private businesses, next time you think that it's demeaning for somebody to show their body parts at the strip club, next time you think it's demeaning for somebody to take pictures of their feet and sell them online, I think it's demeaning that you have to watch these people make a living while you climb roofs and get ripped off and sent to Iran.
That part.
That's what I think is demeaning. I think it's demeaning that you guys hired a pedophile sex offender to run the country. That's demeaning.
Yes.
That's demeaning. I think it's demeaning that you hired a sex trafficker to run the country like a business, like a failed business. That's demeaning.
Real men don't vote for rapists.
Ah!
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, no, we can go to the next one on that. You heard it here first. No, serves him right.
Hell yeah, OnlyFans. That's great.
Shout out. Yo, I love it. 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 So cool. So cool. It's so cool. In every way. It's everything we stand for. YouTube expands access to likeness detection tools. Yeah, YouTube announced expanded access to its likeness detection tools, which use uploaded selfies to alert users to potential misuse of their image in the app. I love this for Melissa.
Oh.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's new.
That's
but like
pretty cool.
In the future, there are some people. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some people that make a living by the way they look.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Branding.
Yes.
They use their image for branding purposes.
I'm not one of those people, but respect to all the people that have that power and energy and value and ability. Shout out to y'all beautiful people that are so beautiful that you can't afford to have people copying you.
Yeah, I was going to ask, so does this new announcement, does this directly attack all like the people that make a fake account using your picture saying, oh, hey,
I don't know.
I'm Melissa Wolf?
I mean, I'm sure she would like to attack someone, but I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
I mean, like, does this go after all those profiles that like make a fake account using your...
Number one, I say this, let me say one thing for sure. I can't speak for Melissa, and for the record, she would never attack anybody. She's like the last person in the world that would attack somebody. But I'm sure it must feel like it sometimes because people copy her. I've never seen anything quite like it. People copy Melissa and they make fake accounts. And I don't mean one or two. I mean dozens of people pretend to be Melissa, either digitally or they make fake accounts of her. So she's somebody who, if you told me years ago, hey, we need to make sure that we are who we are in the future online, I would have probably laughed about it and made a little joke or something, you know? Things don't age well. A lot of things I used to believe in didn't age well.
Yeah. So does this new update attack those accounts that make fake accounts using someone else's image?
Let's find out. I'm not
I'm
sure.
just trying to understand what they mean by
Okay.
expanded access to its likeness.
So originally announced at YouTube, made on event in September last year. YouTube's likeness detection process, uses face scans as well as government ID to reference check uploaded content across the app. I mean, I think that's good.
Okay, so based on this English,
I love it.
if they upload something,
yeah,
and it's not who the original person is,
yeah,
they're out. They
I don't
can't
know.
post
I
it?
don't know. I don't know what the punishments are. All I know is
They're just attacked it.
I grew up in prison, and if I was a person that didn't grow up in prison, I wouldn't like this.
Yeah.
Okay, but now this is a little bit selfish, but I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? People like me, the FBI's had my identity for 30 years. They've had my DNA. They know my fingerprints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Mark Zuckerberg having my passport is not a threat to me.
Yeah.
But to some soccer mom and her quaint family, is that it's
So question. So
Yeah.
basically, if someone pretends to be somebody else on social media, is
Yes.
that a form of identity theft?
I don't think so. Maybe
Okay.
if you're making money or something, but I'm guessing.
Okay.
And then you have to prove that you own everything. This is the problem with the internet. The internet is a theft machine.
It's a criminal website.
The internet is an identity theft, imposter, cosplay, role play, now you see me, now you don't, blooper reels, and fucking meme world, metaverse bullshit. It's all fucking deceptive and predatory.
Yeah.
Yes, to answer your question, sorry. Yes, the internet is a fucking cyber weapon where people fucking steal from people.
Yeah. And wait 10 years to come up with shit to protect.
Yes, the leaders of the country right now are fucking tech bros and oligarchs and fucking billionaires and fucking brats.
Making broken websites.
Right.
Here's my new app.
you know
It's
what I
partially
mean?
broken. Go make some money. I'm not going to pay you.
But the whole fucking system is kind of just like
That?
gaming and fucking deception and goofing off all the fucking time.
Clash of Clans.
Right.
Fucking shoot them down.
Right.
Pew pew pew. Oh my god, you lost.
It's the an era of fucking kids and their dads that grew up on fucking Call of Duty and you understand.
You want to hang out at the
Right.
casino.
Yeah. So I don't know what they're gonna do. But let's see.
hope
The
this
tool
works.
can scan and alert users to similar visuals with uploaded content, so the users can determine whether their image is being used by somebody else. And I think that that's nice.
That's cool. I
Yes.
hope it works.
I hope it
Longer
does
than
too.
A day.
I think it's great. I think everybody on the internet should be ID'd at this point because we have too many sex offenders.
Yeah, why did they take so long to make this though? Like
to
this
me,
has been an issue.
To me, the internet is so corrupt and criminal. I don't think you should be allowed on it unless you do have an ID. I don't know why you're allowed to shop and have your credit cards. I don't know how you're able to open businesses online. It seemingly to me, it seems that the current version of the internet that we have is really outdated, and the outdated version we have, it seems like it should be only for adults, and it seems like to use it for what they're intending it to be, meaning the greatest value that we have on the internet now is authenticity, because most of the internet will be artificial and representable misinformation, making and focusing on authentic human-generated content to be more easily tracked. That will be the rare diamond. That will be the value. There will be a never-ending supply of artificial slop and a very rare amount of high-quality human-generated artificial realness.
It's going to be hard to find.
It's going to be hard to find. So you're going to need, like people like Melissa, for instance, are going to need some sort of a human-made watermark where people can, and I'm going to tell you why. Because in a world where Nike is more recognizable than the Holy Cross, brands and images mean everything. Authenticity and having real Nike or real Jesus or real Melissa means everything in terms of being able to set your value. I hope I taught everybody something. I don't know if you guys listen to me or not. If you're not, fuck off. Because that's the biggest thing I've ever said, ever on the internet. I've never said anything more important. You have to own your authenticity. It can't just be a slogan. In a world where copywriting and trademarking mean nothing.
Being real and being authentic, especially with your beliefs, your businesses, what you do in your free time, being real across the board now more than ever is the most important priority you should be concerned about, because we're going into a world, like he just explained to all y'all, with AI,
If
all of this people impostoring, identity theft, pretending to be this person, pretending to be that person.
If you are your job, if America's a business and we're going to run America and our relationships and our marriages like businesses, if music is just a business and we're all measured based on what we do for work and our highest rank and everything like that, if we're going to be measured on our value of productivity and we're supposed to run everything we think about like metrics and algorithms in businesses, then branding is everything. Authenticity is everything. People can't tell me shit. If we live in a country where branding and business is everything and what you do for work is the highest way we can measure each other. If I have to introduce myself by what I do for work more than what I love, if I have to introduce myself in a country that values what I do for work beyond what makes me happy, then branding and authenticity means everything.
And being your work and being your career and being what you want to be in that sense should be your main and top priority. If you want to be a singer, then you need to be a singer. You need to own your voice.
Yes.
You need to own your face.
Yes.
You need to own you.
Yes.
You are now your owner.
Yes.
Not Facebook.
Yes.
Not your .com. You are now your owner. If you want to be a lawyer, now you have to be and own you being a lawyer. That is being real, guys, is the most important thing. Being a real venue is the most important thing. Being a real promoter, being a real booking agent, and I mean real. Like, go on Google and look up the definition of real.
Right.
Be that definition consistently across the board, because now more than ever, being real, being yourself being your age is the most important thing you could possibly be.
And you would never, promoters, you would never, venue owners, you would never be a brain surgeon without living amongst experts and having hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of training. You wouldn't go to combat in Iran if you weren't surrounded by specialists and training teams and top grade equipment. All right? You wouldn't open a kitchen unless you had every spatula, pot, and pan, and you watched a million fucking YouTube videos on grilled cheese. But when it comes to art, entertainment, and music, these motherfucking yokels think they can just get into it with no tools, no training, no background, no credibility, in an industry that literally relies on pinky promises, reputations, and popularity. You guys are fucking blown. You guys need formal education. How many promoters in New England, raise your fucking hand, how many of you guys have watched 100 hours of YouTubes on booking bands? How many? Put your hand up if you did it. Don't look at me like that. Promoters, put your hand up or put a 1 in the chat if you've bothered to read 2 books front to back on booking bands, accounting, the modern music industry, marketing and promoting online. Have you read a book? Can you admit that you've never even read anything about the music industry? Do you know what bands want? Have you ever asked bands what their goals are? Promoters in New England, please, put your hand up. When is the last time you watched you gotta understand, the music industry is a tech industry. It's an accounting industry. It's a law industry. And let me go again. It's a tech industry, a technology industry. And technology moves at such a rate that litigators and lawmakers can't catch up to write laws to regulate it. When's the last time any of you New England promoters have spent 50, 75, or 100 hours on researching updated laws? How much time have you guys spent recently looking up what the current modern requirements, and what type of homework have you done to grow along with the rapidly increasing amount of technology that pushes the music industry? If you're not caught up with the technology, the language of the technology, and the language of the law that regulates it, how can we say that you know anything about the industry? A bunch of departments that don't talk to each other. What are we going to do with you motherfuckers?
And can you even admit that you don't even know enough about what you're doing?
You've never...
Have you ever admitted that you have done all of that, and on top of that, you still don't know enough?
I tell promoters, booking agents, that I don't claim to be anybody special, but I say, we do a show. Join us every Wednesday night at 7. We go live. I say, man, join up. Join the conversation. I don't know anything. Come and learn with me. How many New England promoters have watched 25 to 50 hours of booking bands in the modern music industry on YouTube in the last year or two?
Have you even made the time?
You haven't gone to any school for this. So what I'm saying is, anybody can wake up in the morning, make an Instagram page and say, hey, I'm a photographer. I'm going to make an Instagram page. I'm a comedian. I'm a promoter.
No, you're not.
If people aren't getting paid fairly, you're not promoting anything.
You have to rely on bands to pack up the venue, then you're not promoting anything. You're not a promoter.
Right.
You're an exploiter.
You might be right. You might be an extorter. You might be a con man. You might be an exploiter, a strong armor, a trickster.
Chicken hawk.
A fucking chicken hawk, motherfucker. Clucking chicken.
And no one likes a chicken hawk. No one likes a punk. No one likes a fake phony.
Right, and if you are a chicken hawk punk motherfucker, we're gonna catch ya. Boop.
And write a review. Ha! See, this all goes back to being real and being who you want to be. The time for you to choose your identity is over. You can't have an identity crisis in 2026. We're done with it.
Not anymore.
It's either 10 toes down or get the steppin'.
Or get the fuck out. Right.
Chase pavements. I don't know what else to tell you.
Kick rocks. Bust diamonds. Mm-hmm. I like this right here. This is a good
He
one.
looks happy.
He's a happy guy.
I like happy pictures.
We're all fucking happy in this motherfucker.
I'm gonna make you all happy.
You're gonna be happy. All right. So.
He's so happy. Look at that.
Nah, he's cool.
I love that.
Fear Factory's, and I'm not gonna do all that. So I don't even think I'm gonna do that. Fear Factory's Dino responds after fan accuses him of acting like a huge rock star. I get this sometimes.
Yeah. I think everybody gets it a little bit when they're successful.
And I don't think I'm a rock star, but I do get this sometimes. Fear Factory's Dino responds after a fan accuses him of acting like a huge rock star.
Oh, no.
And to the contrary, I don't want to be like anybody else, but I didn't get into music to be over anybody else. Okay? Thank you. But I mean it. And the thing is, what I mean by that is, like, I guess the general idea for a lot of musicians, allow me to not speak for everybody, but a lot of musicians, they get into music because they're young. Hopefully this changes as they grow, right? And I'm guilty for some of this. I ain't gonna lie to you. But we get into the music for a little bit of pussy. We think we're going to get some money. We think we're going to get some power. Oh, what? Y'all looking at me like I'm crazy, like I don't know what I'm talking about. If you didn't hear it before, let me clue you guys the fuck in. A lot of people get into music so they can be popular. So they can bully people. So they can fucking be scary and fucking... You think I'm kidding? Some people join rap bands and heavy metal bands so they can fucking intimidate people. Some people are hiding from crimes or hiding from their past, and they're trying to blend in. You may not know why a motherfucker's getting in a gang. Somebody might get in a gang because he's looking for protection. Somebody might join a gang because he's trying to get some money. Somebody might join a gang because he's trying to fucking hurt somebody and he needs some friends. Mm-hmm. You don't know why somebody's doing something until they start doing it.
That's why you don't know somebody 15 minutes on a screen.
So, that's a good point. That's a very good point. That's how feelings get hurt.
Mm-hmm. Your favorite guitar player could be a racist. You never know.
That's right. So be careful about how much about somebody you think you might want to know. Sometimes
it's better not to know.
There are some certain things that it's better not to know about your parents.
Yeah.
There's
some things you need to know, though.
Your best friend has things and behaviors and stuff that they may do in private that you wouldn't appreciate. But that's none of your fucking business. Hopefully. And yet.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was saying is, Lex, is I didn't get into rock and roll. It's quite the contrary. I didn't get into rock and roll with the general idea that I wanted some pussy or I wanted to get some money or I wanted to be powerful or join a gang or something like that or be scary. That's a big one, you see. People want people to be afraid of them. It's a strange thing.
It's a very opposite thing, but
right. I you know what I'm saying? I like attention. I like attraction, but generally speaking, I got into rock and roll to have a good time. I didn't get into rock and roll to argue with people. Right. I don't play music to compete with people. I didn't learn the guitar with the hopes that I was going to be better than somebody at some point. I didn't have my eye on anybody. I wasn't hunting or stalking or targeting people. I don't music at people. You know what I mean? So some people might accuse me of acting like a rock star, but the truth is I didn't get into music to music at you. I didn't get into music. I didn't practice guitar to scare people or fucking bully people with it. That's just not my thing. It's not. You think that's funny, huh?
Yeah.
It's true. And the thing is, I think some people they do that. When I get on, if you've ever been to one of my shows, when we start the show, I don't look menacing. I'm probably smiling at you or something, or laughing along with you. I know there's a lot of bands that's part of their performance. I'm not knocking that. I'm just not a scary person. So I didn't get into music to stand over my fans or to be mysterious. You see these bands are
the shit.
So when people are intimidated or maybe curious or paranoid about me being a rock star, oh man, don't even worry about it. I have no desires to be someone I'm not. And I don't look at myself like that, I do prioritize having a good time, and I think sometimes when you're having a really good time, other people that aren't having a good time think you're acting like a huge rock star. I don't carry a lot of
trying to control people having a good time.
I don't carry a lot of stress. So some people see me and go, who the fuck does that guy think he is? He should be stressed out and weak. And I'm like, nah, it's not gonna happen.
I think you're stressed.
You know what I mean? I see what he's got. I feel like him.
Happy.
Right now, I feel like him. I ain't gonna lie.
Look like
Actually, we could be related.
Right. You look freaking cool, man.
The guitarist for the band Fear Factory, that's an annoying video below, has responded to fan criticism regarding his on-stage persona. The fans' comments were shared on Twitter and addressed his perceived rock star attitude. And then here's the other thing.
Why people try to control people?
Hold on. And no, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I don't mean to interrupt you. I meant, hold on, what is the problem with people acting like they're rock stars? What is the problem with that?
Why are you trying to control people?
If you don't like him, before we even go any further, if you don't like how he acts, or if you don't like how I act, or you don't like my voice, or you don't like my sunglasses, or my music, or whatever, it's not like I wake up, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to invite people that don't like me into my life. If it's not even a difficult thing, I think it counts and relies on people to pretend or to imagine that what I'm saying is confusing. But it isn't. And I think that people will rely and depend on confusing things being simple and then taking simple things and making them confusing. No. People that hate my music or don't like me should never look at me ever again. You should never listen to me. You should never come to my page for any fucking reason. People that, seriously, if you think I'm a terrible musician, then I recommend you stop listening to my music immediately.
Unfollow.
Right. I know it's hard to believe, but there are some musicians like myself that actually hope that my music goes to the people that enjoy it, and that people that are creeped out by my music or terrified by my music, if they're not ready to challenge their own beliefs, I hope they fuck off completely. I hope we are never friends and we never see each other. I mean, what do you want? I don't hope to hang out with you.
Please,
right.
Please, I want to hang out with the person that hates me.
So like people that will accuse certain rockers of being rock stars, just remember, those people that you're accusing of being rock stars, they don't, whatever they think they are, they don't hope to show you. Like, let's pretend that I think I'm a rock star. Okay, that might make somebody mad out there. But here's the catch. I think I'm a rock star, but I don't hope to hang out with you. So you never have to deal with it.
You shouldn't be worried by it, threatened by it, nothing.
Right, whatever I am shouldn't bother you, because I don't ever want to spend any moment or any extra seconds with you in the physical world than I ever would have to. I don't like your band. I'm not looking to know you. I'm not, right. So people that don't like me, I'm not looking to like you. Fuck you. Right. You know what I mean? Like, good Lord.
Chase some pavement.
Right. We are not like one of those people that are inviting you here. If you got invited here technically or by mistake and you don't want to be here, I don't want to be mean to you. I hope you leave immediately.
Bye.
Right, people that don't like our music or like things that we have to say should have fucked off centuries ago.
Why haven't you fucked off yet?
Right,
It's the real question.
get to fucking. The fuck is going on? That guy thinks he's a badass.
So what?
No. Because what happens is that they go, that guy thinks he's a badass. He thinks he's a rock star. And then we start this relay and cycle of the burden of proof being on me, where I have to explain. I don't. But it's the simulated idea that you accuse somebody of being something, and then they have to explain that they're not the thing. You're a fucking thief! And if they're not morally corrupt, they have to answer to the call and prove to everybody that they're legit. Now get the fuck out of here.
But the person accusing them doesn't do any homework or any explanation or nothing.
It's a nice trick. But we caught on to it in 19. We're not playing that bullshit on the internet.
We're not going to do our homework for you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Right, you got Google and Grok and Geek and fucking all the other characters. You guys got enough role-playing characters and search bars and search engines and AI bots to listen to your bullshit now. You don't have to volley with me. You don't have to debate with me. Go over there and fucking debate with Elion's Pizza.
Have fun with Grok. We'll see ya never.
Ever. You want to do one more? We got fucking tons of this shit.
We're packed and loaded. We're fucking loaded.
That was good.
Thank you. Working on my screams.
Let's see.
Working on my screams for when we're on the road trip with Saoirse. We can scream back and forth.
I'm excited for that. It won't bother me ever either.
Yay!
Go for it.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what we got here.
Always have friends with screamers. You can have conversation in false chord.
Oh my god.
What?
I think we'll skip this one.
Okay, yeah.
It's a sad one to land.
Yeah, that's really depressing.
I don't want to leave at that. What's this one?
Is this the same one?
Probably.
No.
Oh gosh.
Do you want to do this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it because it's an ongoing thing.
Here we go.
All right, now we started on this, and then we'll end on it.
Mhm. What English?
The music industry is not an industry with departments that are connected and synchronized that manage and work directly with music or have the pride and priority of music and art. That is something different.
Yeah.
That's music. The music industry or business are several different unconnected, unsynchronized, corrupt departments of independent players and hackers, of talent buyers, managers, and self-titled, self-proclaimed professionals and experts. And the entire rock and roll and metal industry is based on a who knows who popularity contest, credibility, name dropping, who's worked with who. You ain't never heard a conversation. You ain't never been approached about an opportunity in rock and roll and heavy metal if you're a band without somebody starting with, I worked with this one, or I could open up for that one, or do you know who I worked for and who I was with back in the 80s, or do you know who I did sound for back in the 90s? That's the music industry. Name dropping, clout chasing.
That part.
That's hard rock and heavy metal. Name dropping washed up celebrities.
Mhm.
And trying to catapult, you know what I'm saying? Trying to catapult fresh talent, you know what I'm saying, into a fucking GoFundMe. The modern rock and metal, especially Facebook hard rock and heavy metal industry, the bands on Facebook, that industry, the hard rock and heavy metal Facebook rock and roll community, that industry is based on a whodunit, who knows who, name dropping, clout chasing, who opened up for, who's in your Rolodex, how many people are on your flyers. That's what the whole negotiation is about. Of people building value based on rumors, credibility, name dropping, and reputations, and fucking people pleasing popularity contests. Every fucking band on Facebook knows it. I'm just the only motherfucker that says it. I am the only person on the internet that tells it like it is. Nobody has the fucking balls. I don't know why. I don't know who they were afraid of. I'm not. And I guess the idea is to be so fearful or to want to be a part of this thing so bad that nobody ever says it like it is. Nobody wants to call balls and strikes.
They're so afraid. If you're so afraid, then you shouldn't be here.
Right. You should never do anything that you feel like you have to regret, you have to apologize or hide for. If you're a part of a fucking group that you have to put a sheet on your head, if you're a part of some fucking group where the things that you say and the things that you do, you're too afraid to do or say because they would get you fired,
you shouldn't be there.
You shouldn't be there.
You should not be there. Shouldn't. You're in the wrong room.
Right.
You're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong profession. You're doing the wrong thing.
I can say with bold confidence that it is tradition and far too normal for local and regional bands to be paid unfairly. That is the minimum wage. When people ask me, what is the New England music minimum wage? It's called unfair payment. And I can say it boldly and clearly. You ain't got the nuts to say it, that's on you. I know my worth. And I'm not going to let a bad actor walk into my life and redistribute my worth, my value, my respect, my dignity, my decency. I told you that the music industry is a fucking popularity contest, and I told you guys that the real music industry that you're not paying attention to is an industry of law and understanding the current and the modern laws that regulate the gadgets and the gizmos and the players and the devices and the delivery systems of the music, the delivery systems of the payments, the delivery systems of the royalties. Wake up! The music industry is the law. The music industry is a tech industry. And it is an industry of accounting because we live in a country that promotes the way we measure our value is by what rank you have and what you do for work. And we run our businesses like we run our marriages and friendships, like an economy. Because we have economists and billionaires and fucking rich people that have run the entire fucking show. The music industry, especially the live music industry, is affected by one of the most nastiest, dangerous monopolies responsible for musicians not getting paid fairly. And it's called Live Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the frying pan into the many fires, nearly 30 states vow to continue litigating against Live Nations following trial-ending DOJ settlement. The Department of Justice settled with the monopoly and is now continuing the never-ending abuse on unfair payment to musicians.
Guys, like what y'all voted for still?
Look at it, y'all.
The DOJ settled.
Right. The Department of Justice surrendered to Live Nation. Not to the musicians.
To Live Nation.
They're not even bargaining with you. Just gonna break it down for y'all. Live Nation has settled with the Justice Department, but more than 25 states have disclosed plans to continue litigating against the Ticketmaster parent. Why do you think they would continue to keep fighting, Lexi?
Because nothing has been done.
Right, and what's been and until something, a system, an institution is truly threatened, nothing will be done.
Mm-hmm.
The reason
we're not angry enough.
We're not angry enough, and the Justice Department won't do anything. So there is no threat to Live Nation, and because there is no threat, nothing will be done. There will nothing will ever be done about streaming and paying musicians unfairly because there is no threat to streaming. If there was no threat to CDs, if streaming never threatened physical music, then we'd still have CDs. It's the threat of streaming. If vinyl was never threatened by cassette, then we'd only have one option. No system, good or evil, and I mean that with a grain of salt, no system can ever change unless it's threatened. No institution, no system will ever change. It'll just go on and continue. That's slavery, that's anything. Mm-hmm. You know, unless it's people are, like you said, unless people are mad enough, unless, you know. So anyway, several of those states' attorneys generals confirmed, the attorney generals of these states confirmed, as much as today, shortly after Live Nation and the DOJ reached a trial-ending agreement, meaning they ended the trial, meaning they ended the process of going over the facts. As we broke down, the agreement contains significant concessions. The promoter will open access to multiple amphitheaters and open Ticketmaster to competitors, to name a couple. That will take some time to materialize. You know, that's what kind of snares, right? What kind of snares and traps and silly legal language is tucked away in there, baked away into the darkness of that, you know? Right. Rather than awaiting the changes, nearly 30 states are doubling down with plans to keep on seeking relief. Admittingly, this doesn't quite come as a surprise. Lawmakers and officials on both sides of the aisle were decidedly vocal in criticizing Live Nation ahead of the trial. Guys, I don't know, man. If you guys aren't familiar with this, I suggest you go check out. Just type in Live Nation and court, because the biggest players in music and entertainment are in court every month. So when you tuck yourself in tonight and you tell yourself your dreamy and desperate plans to be a musician, everybody, when you have your heart set on the Grammys and the billboards and you're going to be the top musician and you're into this gaming and casino, the lottery that we all call the music industry, I want you guys to think that the largest companies in the music industry spend most of their time in court, and you want to be a part of those companies. The biggest record labels spend most of their time out of the studio, off the stage, and in the courtroom. The most successful people and companies and corporations in tech are in the courtroom.
And the decisions made there affect everyone, including us, no matter where you live in this country.
So when people tell you to keep politics out of music, you can't.
You can't.
You guys have a nice evening. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back Wednesday. Not Thursday. I keep thinking that it's Wednesday, and then I'm saying that it's tomorrow, but then that would mean it was Thursday. But today is actually Thursday, so we'll be back next Wednesday.
Back next Wednesday. Bye, guys.
Honey,